Today we'd like to talk about conversions and how to convert from one unit of measure to another. But I really want to start with why we can do that. I think we all at this point recognize 12 inches and 1 foot are the same. 12 inches, 1 foot. It's just two different systems of measure. I want to start with the whole idea that 6 divided by 6 is equivalent to 1. 4 over 4. But also that 12 inches over 1 foot. 12 inches over 1 foot. They're exactly the same. And when you divide two things that are the same value, you get 1. And what does multiplying by 1 change? Or how does multiplying by 1 change value? 3 times 1 is 3. 10 times 1 is 10. A million times 1 is a million. Negative 7 times 1, negative 7. It simply doesn't change the value. So, if we agree 12 inches over 1 foot is equivalent to 1, there's another way to show the same thing. What if we agree 12 inches and 1 foot are equivalent? I can divide by anything I want on both sides, two terms. So I divide by 1 foot, 1 over 1 foot, 12 inches over 1 foot. I can write 12 inches over 1 foot is equal to 1. It is powerful to see that when two things are equivalent, it can be written as a ratio. So let's convert 27 inches to feet. And we know 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So I'm going to start with the idea that we're going to take 27 inches times 1. We're not going to change its value. We really don't need this step per se to make the conversion, but that's the math that's happening. So I can write this equation, since it's only two terms, as 12 over 1, 12 inches over 1 foot, or 1 foot over 12 inches. And our goal is to get rid of the units. So if there's inches on top, we think of this as over 1, I need to get inches on the bottom, which means I need to take that ratio and replace 1 with 1 foot over 12 inches. And when I multiply those, and you see here I did that, I get 27 foot inches over 12 times 1, 12 inches. It's one thing on top, one thing on bottom, 27 times feet times inches, 12 times inches. We can cancel inches. 27 12 simplifies to 9/4. If I do the division, fractions are division, so I take 4 into 9, and I get 2.25 feet. 27 inches is the same as 2.25. So, maybe you can pause it here and do these problems or watch me do these two. 4 miles to inches, and we have the conversions. I always give you conversions. You can always look them up. I need to get from miles to inches. So I start over here in my conversions and I look. Is there a miles to inches? And remember, this M is for meters. MI is for miles. So all I can do is go miles to feet. That'll cancel this, and I'll have feet left. Well, I don't want to be in feet, I want to be in inches. Well, we just did this on the last board, so I can go feet to inches. I change the equation into a ratio. And I have 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet. And I have 1 foot is equivalent to 12 inches. And most often when we do this for assessment, we'll either have a calculator or we can simply write this product as factors. We don't actually have to multiply them out. And when you check the units, we get inches. 4 times 5,280 times 12. How about 27 inches to meters? Well, I go over here in my conversions and I see if there's inches to meters, and there's not. The one conversion that gets us from metric to imperial or metric to English is 2.54 centimeters to 1 inch. So I know I want to have 1 inch on the bottom, so inches cancel. And equivalent to that is 2.54 centimeters. And again, this is multiplying by 1, so it hasn't changed this value. Inches cancel. Centimeters to meters. Okay, 100 centimeters to 1 meter. And again, think of the math. This is over 1. 27 times 2.54 times 1. I won't write the factor of 1. 27 times 2.54. 1 times 1 times 100 is 100, and the unit is meters. And we accept that answer. It doesn't have to be exact conversions. You could say one Mr. Anderson is 5'8" tall. One Mr. Anderson weighs 170 pounds. Those are equivalents. Or we can make our own. I could make a money system. 7 francs are equal to 3 rubles. 3 rubles, or rubes, is equivalent to 1 diamond. And I want to convert 6 francs to diamonds. Now, since I gave you 2 conversions, I'll tell you right away there are 2 ratios to be had. Well, I want to go francs to rubes, so I have 7 francs to 3 rubes. And again, since this is all one product, I can start canceling the factors. Francs are factors. And I have rubes. Well, I get rubes to diamonds. Well, I know 2 rubes, and since it's on top, I need to have it on the denominator. The next one is equivalent to 1 diamond. So for this problem, 6 times 3 times 1, 18. 7 times 2 on the bottom, in the denominator, 14. The unit is diamonds. And again, if I simplify this, they're both even. Again, when they're both even, just do a quick reduction of simplification by dividing by 2. I get 9/7 of a diamond is equivalent to 6 francs. The big thing when making conversions is realizing that the units need to cancel, and units are simply factors.